the vibe, y'all? What is the vibe? Listen, if you sit in shit long enough, it stops stinking. If you sit in shit long enough, it starts to smell good. You don't even smell it. I ain't gonna say it starts to smell good, but you don't smell it. You be immune to it. You can't smell it. And the reason why I know that to be true, if y'all know one thing, if you knew me personally, my mama didn't keep a real good clean house, right? Especially after I left and went to college, because of course, you know, I was Cinderella. I had to do all the cooking and all the cleaning because I was the oldest. You know, that's the excuse they give you. If you the oldest, you got to do everything, especially if it's younger kids. It's like you the mama, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you, depending on the type of mama you got. If you got the kind that I got, and it's a lot of them out here, they have all these kids to keep a man, and then the oldest kids got to take care of the youngest kids, because they don't be wanting to do that. They just want to push the babies out. But long story short, I went to college and I came home. Soon as I walked in the door, the smell, I was like, oh no. So I tells her, Ma, it's stinking here. She like, for real? I'll never forget this, because I'm thinking to myself, how y'all don't smell this? It had been like that, bro. Like, it had been like that. That's why I know if you stay somewhere long enough that stink, you become immune to the shit. You do. And then you become comfortable. Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So, when you first, and I'm telling you this, is because when you first sense uncomfortableness, you got to start making your way out. Because I'm telling you, it's real easy to get complacent. And then next thing you know, that's how you live. That's how you think. That's how you are. I'm just using the cleaning up as an example, because that was the example that let me know that that's true. If you sit in someplace long enough, and see, with people like that, when she said for real, it's like all of a sudden now, you jumping up getting all these cleaning supplies, but you have to put them to use, baby. See, they don't want to do that. They want you to do it. They want you to have everything you need for you to do it. I'm telling y'all, people like that, they want to be praised. In their mind, they got this huge sense of this huge ego. Like, I'm this and I'm that. Like with my mama, she used to always have this thing about she worked. So I don't know if growing up, people who worked, like when she was a child, because she say her mama was mean to her, and my grandfather was there. So I don't know if they would always say because they worked, that's why she had to do it. She was the only girl too, and with 5 brothers. So just imagine that. Like, I really just was giving my mama a lot of grace, because I knew it was a lot of pain in her that she wasn't really willing to let go. And I told her one day she had to forgive, and she just told me, all tied up to her, I never forget it. She was like, I can't. Those people right there done decided that they ain't gonna heal their traumas. They ain't. They just want to project it on other people. So it ain't much you could do with that. And she taught me a lesson too. You know, that's why even with the cleaning up situation, she kind of messed it up for me, because I used to try to help her, because I knew, you know, listen, the trash outside, the junkiness outside of you represents what goes on in your mind, right? So people that have a lot of clutter, a lot of junk, they have a lot of stuff going on in their head, right? That's been proven. I knew that since a child. I used to watch all kind of shows now about psychology. I wanted to be a psychiatrist for a long time. So I would watch every episode. Like, Oprah taught me a lot of shit. Oprah show shit. I learned a lot from the Oprah show. The people, the guests that she was having on there, like any talk shows like that, and they had like real people like Dr. Phil and stuff. Baby, I'll be on it. You hear me? I'll be on it. That's how I be knowing a lot of stuff about different little the personality disorders and shit, the cluster B personality disorders, and I be spotting certain things in people because I've been studying this stuff for a long time. Because I used to want to know, like, what made them do that? Why they think like that? Like, I really be interested in knowing that. So anyway, long story short, so I used to give her a lot of grace, but I had learned this. Some people don't want to change. They just want you to do it for them. Like, yeah, all that healing stuff, but you go head on. That's how you do it. And yeah, they'll listen to what you're saying, but they really not trying to apply none of that. Because they really just want you to do it. They want you to heal. They want you to carry their burdens. They want you to be the reason why. Like, everything was everybody else's fault with that woman. Her house was junky because her kids. No, you just don't do shit, bro. Like, you won't get off your ass and do nothing. And it's not like she couldn't do it. But she had a hang up too because her mama was a maid. So cleaning up to my mama felt degrading. You understand that? And I've been noticing that with a lot of them type of women. They think so highly of themselves. They feel like that's demeaning work. But they don't want to pay nobody to do it either. You see what I'm saying? It's like they don't want to give up the money. Now, if you pay for it with your money, it's all good. Because those people suffer with the spirit of greed a lot, right? So they're like the stuff my mama used to do. Like, she'll see if they need, I'm going to just say shampoo. She ain't going to buy. She will wait and see if somebody else going to buy the shampoo. Then if you do it to her, she'll be like, well, if you seen they ain't had none, why you ain't get it? And you thinking to yourself, you seen they ain't had none 3 months before I seen, bitch, why you ain't do it? You see what I'm saying? It's like I told y'all about the perfume. I used to buy really expensive perfume. Let me have that, but you would never go buy it for yourself. I think I'm more than everybody, but you want everything I got. See, you the one think that you more than everybody, but you want everybody else to act like you are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they be wanting to be worship and praise. Like, when they walk in the room, they want everybody to fall on the ground and say, oh, hell, the queen has walked in. And they did nothing to earn the title. Zero. They want you to help them keep up appearances to make them look good. All the time. That's how these type of people think. I'm telling you, it's sad. It really is sad. It really is sad, y'all. I honestly can say that. Like, I really wanted my mama to experience happiness before she passed away. And I used to tell her all the time, like, you don't have to be so mean. Like, just, because the older they get, the more bitter they get, dog. Because they start to see that they ain't got what they wanted out of life. Everybody going on. It's like, it got to the point where my mama ain't go nowhere. She sat in that junk-ass house every day and didn't want nobody coming over there. Because, to be totally honest, unless you was like a regular that always came to our house, that's why she really ain't had no friends toward the end. Because she already knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, people wasn't living like that. People cleans up. Women, like other women. So it's like she didn't want to go and see that because then it was going to convict her into this is how women do their house. So they stay away from people. That's another thing I noticed about Gorilla. When Gorilla was saying about her mama kept them in the house. You know, my sister do that. She did that. She had 2 kids. She wouldn't listen. Them poor children ain't even know half of the shit was going on in our town. But they mama was there. She ain't tell them because she ain't let them be around other kids, so she ain't never want them to know what they was missing. So when that girl said that about Gorilla Mama, I said, I see what kind of woman it was. You know what I'm saying? She using the church and all that, talking about everything of the world. But really and truly, you don't want to do for your children. And so if they see that other kids, they be around other kids, go to other kids' house, they'll see other kids got beds. Then they're going to start bothering you. My sister used to do that. She wasn't going to bring her children to the Christmas parade. We live in a small town. Like, why you ain't going to bring these kids? Like, they don't want to be bothered. Them kids was for that man. That man left. Now that the woman don't want to be bothered with them children. And she didn't. You hear me? That's the type of woman that is. That's the type of women y'all like.